back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, right here at Proficiency Bonus. And thank you, Mysticwater88, for the subscription. 62 months currently on a 58-month streak. Volpirate4 chimes in now with another oh yeah. Volpirate subscribed for 26 months. Oh, now it's a hype train already, guys. We got a hype train building in chat. So if you want to unlock some bonus emojis, right now is the time to subscribe or give bits and all that other stuff to the Twitch chat to level up the stream chat. It'll unlock some kind of interesting emoji whenever it's all said and done. Hey, welcome, St. Andrew. Oh no, he's busting out the Michael emojis in the chat. Oh, is that me with skeletal hands? That's amazing.
Like flaming hands.
Yeah, look at that. I love it. I dig it. Well, welcome everybody. I did want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp. You'll see that the quick links to their storefronts are being put in our Twitch chat right now. So if you click on those, you can go visit their online store and shops and pick up some RPG-related geared merchandise. Don't forget to use the coupon code BONUS at checkout with Little Dragon Corp for 15% off of your order. We will be back next week with some Vecna Eve of Ruin on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Wild Beyond the Witchlight should be back this Thursday.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe
around 8:30, but we'll keep you updated in Discord. If you're not a member of our Discord, click that link that just popped in there. And hey guys, good news. St. Andrew just redeemed a player reroll for you guys to start off the night. So we're going to go ahead and boost you guys up to 8 player rerolls now in the chat there. Also, we'll be back next week, next Friday, to continue on with this adventure at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you mark your calendars. All kinds of great streams going on. We do have a stream tomorrow. We have Dirty 20 that's coming up tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time as well. So if you need some plans for your Saturday evening, tune in and hang out with us. We'd love to have you. Do we have any other announcements that we need to make right now?
The June 7th thingy?
Yeah, I can go ahead and unleash that. We have a fundraiser coming up on June the 7th. It's going to be helping with Alzheimer's research. So make sure you tune in. It's going to be an all-day affair of gaming and streaming. It's a streaming. Basically it's called The Longest Day, and you can really do anything. It's not just like a streaming thing. I know people that are like riding their bike all day long and raising money. It's kind of like you just pick kind of a hobby or something that interests you. You partner up with Alzheimer's research on The Longest Day, and you raise money all day long in that for that cause. So we would love to have you join us. We'd love to have your support in meeting our goal, and we'll give you guys more information about that once it develops. Without further ado, I think we're going to jump right back into our game, and we're in combat. I'm going to bring the map back up, because you guys are fighting some oozes that Daisy the cow seems to be regurgitating upon to the ground here around this farm land. So I'm going to give us some battle music. I can find some good battle music. Let's see. Here we go. Battle music. Yeah, let's put this one on. Oh, I got 2 tracks playing at once. Gotta get rid of that one. There we go. Yeah, cool. So last we left off. I thought
they went together.
Last we left off, it was actually Oriana's turn. I was going to save it for Sarah, but Sarah is unable to join us tonight. So we are going to have Oriana is looking over, and it seems like everybody is still okay as far as their health is concerned. No one looks like severely hurt right now, do they?
I don't think so.
Okay. And she wouldn't.
Oh.
She wouldn't do any healing. She's just gonna move a little bit closer to Psychic Ooze 4, and we're going to. She kind of like holds out her hand towards it, and you guys are familiar with these incantations as she casts a sacred flame on this Psychic Ooze. So we're gonna make a saving throw, Dexterity, and it is going to fail that check. I want to make sure I'm balancing her character sheet here. Let's see. Sacred Flame. 2d8. I'm just going to roll it in here. Hey! Thank you so much for the follow. 5 points of damage is actually enough to dissolve this psychic gray ooze that is next to Tree. So it burns up in this radiant flame and dissipates into the ground.
Nice.
Now, at the end of the round, Daisy the cow starts stumbling around over here. And it's just like, just kind of like moving around, stumbling. And you see that she starts hacking up more of these things. And 3 more oozes are hacked onto the map in various locations around her. So I'm going to go ahead and grab each one of these, and we're going to group initiative them. Reorder them. And Daisy kind of stumbles off to the side here. Trying to get away as there's these strange tentacles and things kind of still like popping kind of out of her flesh and moving around a little bit, and then just like sinking back into her as she goes about her business.
Hey, Michael, does Ori have like a lesser restoration prepared today?
Let me see. That's the
I
first
want to
level,
say
right?
that she did, because she mentioned something about like wanting to do that last time she was here.
Yeah. Second level spell, she does have lesser restoration here. Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe get her to do that on Daisy, so maybe that can stop the puking at least.
That's a good idea. It's a bonus action.
So-
Touch, so she has to get to the cow to be able to cast it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Chloe just shuts that
we
out.
just
Maybe.
have steak for dinner.
No,
Because I was
it's a pet.
the cow.
We gotta try and get the nausea to stop.
Psychic Ooze number 5 is going to move its whole speed, which is not a lot. It moves this far, closer to like lurching towards Tree as fast as it can, and is going to force Tree to make an intelligence saving throw for me as something is trying to invade your mind, Tree. Would you like to spend some chat rewards, Tree?
No, you know what? I'm curious.
Oh my
Are you
god.
curious?
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Let's
The
do it.
last time I said that I was curious about an effect, I got like 20 damage.
All right, you take
Yeah.
3d6 psychic damage. Oh, I rolled really well.
Jesus.
17 psychic damage.
Hey, Ori, we need those heals now.
Oh no.
As you just hear like this strange sound kind of occurs, like just in your head, and it just the terrible piercing pain, like the worst migraine headache you've ever had.
Hey.
And that brings us to Emmy's turn. Emmy, I believe you have
which
a
one?
melting weapon in your hand. I think last time you
Yep.
discovered that your weapons are sort of dissolving as you're
Yeah.
hitting these creatures.
Yeah, she's kind of ignoring that right now, and I was going to was it Ooze 5 that came at Tree?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to I'm gonna shoot them with an arrow because those arrows are just gonna be dead to me, and I'll just
Yeah.
get Daryl to make more. And so I step out, or Daryl, whichever one.
Daryl
is not gonna
Daryl?
make them.
That's true.
Daryl does not put in extra time. No.
No, you don't.
Okay. So I step out and I'm gonna shoot this guy who's 5 with my longbow.
Okay.
Where was your longbow? Oh, I'm in my inventory, that's why. Okay.
18 hits.
And here's my damage.
All right. Whoa, look at that.
Damn.
12 damage. You can see that this thing has an arrow stuck into it. Parts of it have peeled away and have dissolved into the ground, but it's still up, but looks bloodied. I think you have a
so this
second
guy's
attack, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I was gonna. Okay. Please remind me how combat works. I can kind of go through my friends. Like,
Yeah.
here, I was thinking about hitting ooze 3. Technically, like, it would be a straight diagonal, but I don't want to chance.
You can
hitting
fire an arrow
Jansel.
at that one. No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
Just
line of
double
sight on it.
checking.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna take another arrow and hit that guy. Okay,
12 hits.
not as good. I forgot.
These things are very
So here's
slow.
my-
They just kind of sit there.
They're just little guys.
Yeah,
Guys.
that's right. 5
They're just
points
little
of
guys.
damage. Now Jansel, you'll have to remind me. I put like some kind of like little symbol above that guy. Was that an effect that you did, or was it something that I did?
I do not remember.
I think it might be because they have to recharge their ability that they use, and it used.
It
its
might
ability.
be. I
And I just
that
wanted
is
to
my
check
clone.
and make sure
that's
that
in
it
front of
wasn't
it,
something
so
that you did to it first, because I didn't want to take
If it
away
is,
from
I don't remember what it was, so
Yeah.
oh well.
I got it.
And then she steps back into the trees, and she that's the end of my turn.
Okay, perfect. Into the trees. Bringing us to...
Which tree?
Actually, Tree would go ahead of Psychic Ooze 3. So, Tree, you're next to go.
Okay. Thing.
Yeah, that does... That ability that they do is a recharge ability, so that's what I probably put that symbol in there for.
So I am going to bonus action. Actually, do I have? Do we have health potions? I can't remember if we bought any or if we had
We have a
any.
few. We do have a few.
I think we each had 2, and I think one Tree, you and I both used 1 last combat.
Oh no,
like-
I only had 1 left. So, and that's right, I
Oh.
used it. You.
Okay. Sorry.
So, nope, that's I just couldn't remember. That's why I was double checking. So I'm going to bonus action healing word myself.
Okay.
I have 3 potions on me.
I think I have 2.
So,
I have 1.
7
Seven.
healing.
Okay, and then I'm going to pull my bow back out and take 2 shots at the Ooze 5.
Ooze 5, you got it. Wow,
First one's
yes.
a 28.
Yes, indeed.
That is 9 piercing and 1 poison.
9 piercing and 1 poison. That's a total of 10, which is what it had. So with that arrow shot through, it falls to pieces, dissolving into the ground. Destroyed.
Perfect. And I'll take my next shot at follow Emmy's lead and go after Ooze 3.
All right, yes, another arrow knocked. Turned over. 26 indeed will hit.
Okay, so that is 12 piercing, 4 poison and 5 sneak because I have an ally.
Yep, and just like that, this one, with the piercing of the arrow, dissolves into the ground as well. You killed both of those in the same
Nice.
turn.
And then following him easily, I'm gonna step a little back further into the trees.
I see a shared battle tactic here. Why in the world is there a shambling mound on my initiative order? Where did that come from?
Hey, what?
Hello?
I didn't put this here, but that sounds exciting. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna
Oh my
take that
God.
out.
It just shows up.
It just showed up in the initiative order. I have no idea where it came from. Not a clue.
When the roll 20 tells the story.
That's
Mhm.
right. Apparently, this computer would like to make it up itself. It wants to add some to it. All right.
The AI.
That's right.
Oh no.
Charlotte.
Yeah, we're gonna get DM AI.
That's right.
Oh no.
It's invading our game.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Charlie will move up 40 feet. That's my whole movement to Grey Ooze 7. And take
Yeah.
an attack with my Dragon Scale Short Sword. I'll
Okay.
strike it twice just to make sure. Let me double check something here. I think fancy footwork opportunities can't make attacks against you for the rest of your turn. You don't have an opportunity to. Let me see. I just want to double check one of my abilities to see if I get a advantage on this or not. Okay, no, I just don't need advantage to make a sneak attack with my
Yep.
ability. Okay, alrighty.
Yep.
Roll.
16's
That's the
gonna-
first hit.
It will hit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. First hit with the short sword is like so, and then second
damage.
Yes, and then the
It's looking
second.
really rough already.
Yay! Here comes the second attack with the same short sword.
So I have
20.
a question. So you're a rogue.
Yeah.
Do you
Mhm.
have to your second attack? Do you have to use your offhand weapon to
Oh,
do your second
mm.
attack? I think you would have to do it like bonus action because I don't think rogues get multiple attacks like fighters do. I think you have to consume your bonus action to do your offhand, and it would have to be the different weapon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, enhanced dual wielding. When you use your attack action with a weapon that has the light property, you can make one extra attack as a bonus action later on the same turn with a different weapon, as long as it's not two-handed. Okay.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, you can definitely attack again. You just have to use whatever other weapon you have.
You're probably non-magical. Or you could use your bonus action to back up because it can't use opportunity attacks on you.
I'm all out of movement.
Yeah,
But if you
use
use your
dash.
bonus,
You can-
you use dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
can back
yeah.
up because of your
You can back up.
freebie. Yeah, you can totally do it.
I forgot about that. Okay, then I will use my rogue bonus action to
There you go.
back it up, dash another 40 feet back over. I'm gonna hide behind Janzel.
Look at that. There you go. Nicely
Look
done.
at you, Rogan.
That's right. That's right. Using the bonus action to dash out of there. Probably looking,
Yeah.
probably doing it with like a backflip and some nice little flair as well.
Yeah, of course, a cartwheel.
That's right.
number school.
Cartwheel out of there. You
Mhm.
can tell you've done massive damage to that ooze. It's barely holding itself together.
Woo.
All
Ooh,
right.
and so ends my turn.
Speaking of Janzel, we'll go to Janzel with Chloe on deck.
All right, so I am going to run up and get within melee of Daisy. As I'm running up, I put away my javelin and shield, and then I'm gonna have my clone run up to this ooze, and I'm going to have I'm gonna attack through the clone twice against this ooze.
37, you got it. When you said I'm gonna go up into melee with Daisy, I just like envisioned like Janzel running up like this, and then Daisy standing up like this, and, like getting ready to spar with
And
you.
Yeah.
Chloe in the background, like, no! Stop!
No, I'm just getting up there so she can't run anymore.
Got
So
it. 23 definitely hits.
I'm going to re-roll that D8
Okay.
with Savage Attacker. Skill to 2. Okay, so 9 points of bludgeoning on
You
the
just
ooze.
slam down on the ooze, and the ooze just like splatters and is destroyed.
Perfect. The ooze doesn't do damage, right? If I attack it with unarmed.
I mean, you don't
Okay,
have
cool.
any like basic metal gauntlets or anything that you're wearing, right?
No, he just has his fist right now
Yep.
currently.
No, it doesn't
So
do
then
any damage.
I will move the clone up one more up into melee with this thing, and I will use a second attack against this one.
All right.
17
Indeed.
and 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points of damage to the ooze.
And then we will go ahead and use as a bonus action, I will use my Unleash Incarnation to make a third attack against this this ooze.
Okay.
12.
12 hits.
Perfect. Ooh, 12 points of bludgeoning damage
12
that time.
damage. Wow.
Nice.
It is very badly hurt, but it is still holding itself together, Janzel.
Cool. That will end my turn.
All right, Chloe, your turn.
Yeah. Do I think these things are undead, or are they just like abominations?
Most likely not undead. It would be very rare to have, you would think, to have an undead ooze, but possible.
Yeah.
But you're not thinking that these are.
All right. I'll just hit him with a chaos bolt. See what happens.
Okay,
Ooh, I don't know if that'll hit.
that does hit.
Ooh, okay. We. We're gonna do some force damage.
Force damage. All right. It does not like force, and with that impact, it splatters and is destroyed. And I'm going to take you guys out of initiative order.
Oh, nice.
If Daisy tries to run, I'm just gonna grab Daisy by the neck and like just try and hold her back from running.
Lasso the cow.
I mean, she has a collar. We just need like a rope around the collar to have a leash.
True. Yeah. So
It doesn't seem
We
as if
have to,
she's
like-
trying to run now that things have kind of calmed down here.
cool.
And Oriana kind of rushes up as well. And you guys kind of surround the cow a bit. She doesn't seem to be quite as afraid now that these
She's
abominations.
still tentacly?
No, you don't see any indication of any tentacles on her whatsoever. She looks like a normal cow. Go ahead and make a I guess you could make, if you wanted to, you could make a medicine check. You could make a nature
Do I
check.
do Arcana?
You could do Arcana. Any of you that have anything you would think of that you would want to your character to kind of make a check that's a skill related to something that your
Oof,
character is
not
good at
good.
in this instance. Whatever your character would like to inspect.
Can I like give the body a once over? Looking for like any like plants or like burrs, anything stuck in her thorns might have caused something like this.
Yeah, you can either do nature or survival, whichever one you think would be
Okay.
more.
I'll do survival.
There's a 4.
There we go.
Charlie's testing her arcane knowledge.
Of which she has none.
Oh, a 24. Look at that. Arcana check from Chloe.
Yeah, not very good.
Like your overall assessment of Daisy right now is that the whatever was harming her and hindering her seems to be gone. It seems to be dissipated.
She passed it.
You think that all of the regurgitation was her kind of getting rid of this from her system. And actually, Tree, when you're kind of like moving about and you're inspecting, you start to see like, you know what? Maybe since she was regurgitating all these things out, maybe it was just something that she ate. and kind of start milling about the local area. You can see there's this one patch of these strange green mushrooms that have purple polka dots on them, and it looks like something has been in there, like grazing on them and like eating them.
Oh,
These are mushrooms you've never seen in the wild before.
Okay, I am definitely going over there. And how large of a patch is this?
6 foot.
Okay,
take them all.
I'm literally just gonna harvest the entire lot of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
take them all.
Smart.
Okay. Yeah, you sit there and you kind of carefully take your time and you're starting to carve these, remove these mushrooms. What are you going to put them in?
Take a look, see what I got.
Can I light this small patch on fire? Just can we scorch earth this thing a little bit just to make sure there's no remnants to regrowth?
Oh yeah, you can.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to do afterwards. But
Oh, okay.
That worked even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rolling it up in my bedroll.
Okay.
Okay.
What you got there? That's
Turn
a
this into a
bedroll
nice
full of
bedroll
shrooms.
Wellington.
Yep. So
I
tree,
think I was
tree.
go to the store and get a new one.
Oh yeah, just get a new one.
Tree's got a shroom burrito here carrying around.
Oh,
love it.
that
Okay.
was awful.
I mean, one hell of a trip with 6 feet worth of mushrooms.
My gosh.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I'll take time to sit there and like burn it out, like light some torches, light a little fire, like put stones around it so there's no forest fire risk, but like scorch the patch,
Scorched
and then
patch,
I will detect magic to just double check that we got everything.
Sure, and kind of scorching this area though, and with the checks that Tree and Chloe you both made, that you with the Arcana check, you have a feeling that this is related to this transmutation magic
Oh,
that's all around.
Yep.
And even though you've kind of harvested and
It's-
scorched this
yeah.
patch, there could
There's
be
probably a
other
lot more.
patches of this elsewhere around the region. So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
At least within the range of potential farm animals, we don't need more of them like this. So
and you can kind of see that not only is it changing like the physical beings of the landscape, but it's also changing the landscape itself here.
great. Another thing to report to the mayor for him to panic about.
Perhaps we.
We don't need
We're
to
not
tell
dead.
him. Amy points at Tree. That's
What
what I
did
was
Tree say?
thinking.
What'd you
Tree
say?
was
Tree?
No,
talking, saying the same
Yeah.
thing as Emmy.
Oh,
to not
you were
tell
both saying the same
bear.
thing. Sorry,
Yeah.
I only heard Emmy.
Yeah. Emmy goes up to high five Tree. She tries to do it like it's like really weird. She misses. There's a spin for no reason.
Nice.
All right, I guess we
Yeah, so
lead
what do you guys would
Daisy
like to
back
do?
to her owner.
Oh yeah. So
Mhm.
I guess Daisy is fairly slow. You guys kind of probably tie a rope kind of around her, I guess it'd be kind of like collar that has this bell on it, and you start kind of bringing her back into town at a very, very slow pace. You see that you're coming up near the area of the farm that this is kind of like happened near, and you can see those same individuals that you saw on the porch at Harb and Webster's house. Like they're basically running down the dirt road towards you as they see
Aw.
you bringing Daisy back to the fence, and they just kind of greet you all with an excited expressions and just are incredibly grateful for you bringing their Daisy back. And that pesky cow, I tell you, always causing us such a problem. Thank you all so much.
Could you maybe try to like double check your fence line and reinforce any like gaps?
Already on it.
Great. Because we're not going to be here all the time to come find her. So please keep a better eye on her. Be a responsible pet owner and take care of her. She almost died today.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh,
Yeah.
Daisy. Come on back home. Stop causing us such a problem. And they start like grabbing her, and it's like, you can hear their conversation kind of bickering back and forth with one another. So it's like a whole family of farmers like saying, "Oh, it was your turn to watch her," and and then they start pulling her back towards the farm.
Oh boy.
Still think we should have dissected her.
Well, if it happens again, we might need to put her down, but hopefully we've stopped that one.
I'll do it. What if people drink milk from her? Will they get infected?
This is such a good question.
That is a valid question. From what I can tell, she's okay. Like, she passed the parasite. But
Okay.
the point is if other animals find more mushrooms or other fauna that have been transformed, who knows what could happen to the population and what they're eating. It's going to affect the entire landscape, and then the agriculture will be affected as well. You're totally right.
Right. Yeah, I was
What if-
definitely thinking about all of that.
Chat says Daisy is a friend, not food.
Not food!
Yes.
What if we milk her and then we give it to Jansel? Clone.
It was Jansel right up until Derek went.
Clone. I like
it.
this clone. At the very end. That was so good.
Jansel totally just did a slow turn to image. She's like, clone!
The scary one, that second one, that shouldn't really be here. I can't really tell. Are you guys twins? And you just inhabit the same body?
No, that's not how it works.
They're twins, but one of them is invisible most of the time.
Wow.
Really?
Sure. If you want to believe
Really?
that, sure.
Well, where is he? What's his name?
He's behind you.
He's right there.
He starts doing this. But that's a real option. We could milk it and give it to Jansel's clone. I don't know.
Can
And
Jansel's
then if
clone
it
eat?
dies- Oh,
I mean,
good question.
Sure, but there's no reason for it to.
That's true.
But if he's your twin, doesn't he have to eat?
He's not a twin.
He's not my twin. That was a joke.
They're fraternal.
I was scared.
They're fraternal.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
God damn it.
I'm just gonna unsummon my clone now because it's getting stop confusing people.
The clone disappears in the
Yep.
awkward pause. Of
The
this
intelligence
conversation.
level just
That's right.
isn't up to par for the clone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Player did not think the clone was out.
Yeah, no, it was
So-
still out, yeah.
So the clone's staring at Immy. He's like, what the heck?
Yeah, what the hell?
What did I do?
I'm right here.
Right here. Don't feed me
Yeah,
things,
I
please.
Yeah, I didn't think he was out. That's why. All right.
And you guys, after helping Daisy and having this opportunity to chat for a moment, talk about these ailments of the cow, you guys return to Phandalin. And I'm going to move you guys back to the main town map here so you guys can kind of see where you are about the town. I will zoom out a little bit.
A little check mark.
Yeah, you can put up there in the top left. You can put a little check mark. On the,
Yeah, I started doing that last session.
Started
Hell
So we know what we've done.
So you know what you.
We getting there. We getting there.
Didn't we already deal with the well too?
You did.
Yes, I just didn't
Yeah.
mark it off yet.
Yep.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, and I forgot to put the one. Oh, it's already there. I forgot to reveal the one from. You've already gotten a quest from the Miners Exchange, so I forgot to put the little symbol above the Miners Exchange when they said that.
We haven't completed that one yet, right?
Yeah, you were given it. You just haven't done it yet. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely
I
checked
thought
off the one where Charlie was passed out in the field, so that was a call.
Yeah. No one
Yeah.
came and got me. I just had to wander my way home.
Oh, we missed a side. It was a missable side quest.
Yeah. Is that why the check mark is in blue on that one? Is because it was
Yeah,
really...
it was missed.
It was...
It's blue for Charlie's tears.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh no!
And Tree has no
Hey,
idea
question,
that he has crushed her.
Oh.
No one came
Is
and
Charlie
got me.
still hungover?
What time
Probably. I
did we-
mean, yeah.
Where-
You guys.
Yeah.
Or
time
is
is
she,
it?
You
is
guys.
she better than that because she's drank a lot
No.
in the past?
She nat won her Constitution save. I think that
That's
she's
true,
probably
yeah.
still hungover.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I forgot about the net one.
I'm guessing it's probably like maybe midday, right?
Like
Yeah,
afternoon?
probably midday. Yeah.
Because
I'll say.
Oh, good.
No, sorry, you go ahead.
And I guess once Charlie got home and we all had breakfast, I think we left
we went
pretty much
out.
right after that.
Yeah.
Then you went
Yeah.
to the. I think you just went to the well, and then you went.
To Daisy.
Check the cow.
Yeah. Yeah, because somebody
I will-
casts the spell to find the cow. Yeah, that's right.
I will say, as someone who has nat won my own con saves, okay, on a night out of drinking.
It's like 48
she-
hours. You're
Yeah.
feeling it. Yeah.
The headache is gone, but she's still very nauseous. And
Oh.
she has
Yeah.
puked several times after that combat. That's what we'll say.
She probably during combat too,
Yeah.
honestly.
She will be nauseous until 8 p.m. today, in which case then she can finally keep down one McDonald's French fry, like me on New Year's Eve 2 years ago.
Meanwhile, the rest of the
And
party
now-
holds their weapons and hopes that they don't turn into psychic oozes.
Oh no! We're just
I think-
watching Charlie like a hawk. Like,
Tree's got his bow out.
She's like, oh, I'm never having Hennessy again.
oh my god.
It was fine.
Too
you were
real.
Just... I thought you could do better.
I thought I could hang, but I couldn't.
We'll
So
bring
what-
Jansen next time.
What would you guys like to do now as you are kind of returning back into the main portions of town here? I think you have pretty much a day and a half on the things that you guys were waiting on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
mine's-
Kristy's
mine's
is done today.
tonight,
Mhm.
and then Jansel's will be done at the end of tomorrow.
Into tomorrow.
Yeah, mine's just plate mail though, so it's not like it's any. Not enchanted. Just normal armor.
Question, Michael.
Mhm.
Have I thought about who I know potentially in Waterdeep that could like get some quick messages around?
You do know that these would have been like kind of related to your like parents' adventuring days.
Yeah.
But you have an individual, Sedan and Roe, Vernaby. They
Okay.
were Griffin trainers.
Oh, hell yeah.
So your parents had some like communication with them, and they have some like serious connections with other adventuring groups and stuff. So they might be able to offer you some insight on what you're looking for and getting messages around.
Who do I think Chloe is closer to of the two?
Yeah, probably both. I mean, I don't think you would have like a stronger connection with either one. It wouldn't be like probably like a super close connection with either of them, but you
It was
would
like
still
a family friend.
family friend kind of relationship. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I gotta think about what I need to send them.
Griffins.
We need.
Do we
I
take
mean-
care of the? Do we deal with the miners?
What do you mean the miners? Oh, the goblins or?
No, the ones that the thing from the miners' exchange.
Oh, so like get more. I was thinking just more arcane help in general because of the fog. But yeah, honestly, the more arcane help could help in the mine too, right? With the forge.
I think what Tree's talking about was the miners. There were some missing miners that
Oh, the missing
Halia
miners.
was saying that
That's
they were.
right.
If you guys would so kindly go and see if they're still even alive, from what that story that the guy was telling.
I
Said
forgot
that
all about them.
they were trying to go find a mine and then got trapped by some terrible like plant creature or something like that.
Did they say like where in the mines? Like how far from us?
Yeah, they did give you directions, not too far.
Okay.
Halia believed it to be a place called. I gotta refresh myself on this.
Didn't she say she would pay us for this?
Hardy Hammer Mine is where she thinks that this probably most likely took place. It was a mine that was like started years ago, and then the owners died, and then after the owners died, there wasn't anybody else to like claim it, and so it just kind of fell into disrepair, and nobody else like finished it. So,
And Charlie, for your question, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think she offered advancement, not payment.
Right, it was advancement.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it was payment, Michael. I think she said she'd give us like 200 gold per head.
Yeah, that's
heard
what she
that.
said.
I heard
Yeah.
that.
200 per
Corroboration.
head. Okay. You know, I mean, if you went in there and made a convincing argument, maybe 200 per head. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So are we headed to the miners' exchange then, or are we just gonna go look for the guys?
I need to go buy some things from miners.
Okay.
And I gotta draft some messages and letters, so I'm gonna be a little busy.
Okay.
But you guys can go. Like to the miners'
I
exchange.
have to buy things.
Okay, well then let's go to the miners' exchange then, if we're gonna buy stuff from them, I guess. And we'll meet up with you, Chloe, later.
Yeah.
It depends on what you
Okay.
guys are going to buy.
Yay.
The miners' exchange will have like gemstones to purchase, raw materials, probably like mining equipment, like pickaxes, shovels, that sort of thing. If you're buying like general goods, you want to go to Barthen's Provisions for those kind of things. So general equipment you can buy there. You're gonna go to the smithy if you want to get a new sword to replace the one that's all dissolved away. Emmy, you can go to the smithy, or you can just go back to your.
Well, it means.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi is lagging. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
But Emmy needs to buy some sulfur or some gunpowder. Need some gunpowder.
So my
Probably
question to
definitely
you,
with you.
my question to you would be: Does Emmy know that sulfur is an ingredient that makes gunpowder? Would Emmy in game know this information?
On the block.
Would
She's
Charlie
She's
have
lived
maybe
on
told
this.
her?
Charlotte told
She's
her.
lived on the
Okay.
streets.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Charlotte, how do you know? Like, go. Let me. I want to be a fly on the wall with this conversation between you and Emmy as you're walking to the miners' exchange about this mysterious material called gunpowder. Take me on a let's yes and this. I want to hear this
Yes.
conversation.
No.
So I'm thinking at the big finale, because we're all gonna do a big finale on the talent show, right? We're all on the same page. I think we
Right.
just wing it. Anyways, but at the very end, there needs to be fire.
fire. Like
Yeah.
fireworks? Have you ever seen a talent show with fire
Listen.
before? Like fireworks?
No, but this is going to be the first of its kind. That's what's going to put us on the map.
Oh, okay. I mean, when I was on the pirate ship and stuff like that, and people had those like, what do they call them in game? I'm thinking of Star Wars. Oh my god, how they call them slug throwers, but that's not what they're called in D&D.
Hey, you can
Anyway.
call them that. That's freaking
What?
cool.
Sure. We'll do that. So when I was on the pirate ship, right, and they had the pistols, those slug throwers and everything like that, sometimes, you know, when things would get rowdy, we'd be having a party, people would like, you know, pew, pew, into the air and stuff. Is that kind of like what you're thinking?
Yes. Except
we
more
wanna-
flame.
Yeah, right. Like we'd want to go bigger.
Yeah.
Like than that.
Yes.
We want a huge explosion.
Yes. The biggest.
Okay. Okay.
How do
We're
we
gonna
do
need
that?
some gunpowder and sulfur, I think, because that, I don't know what that does, but it made the things go boom. Yeah.
Okay, this is great.
Do you think we could find cannons anywhere?
No, but I want one.
We put the gunpowder right in the cannons, then maybe like some dye, like some colored dye, okay? And then they can, you know? But it'd be
Yes,
colorful.
Charlie? Yes. Amy takes Charlie's hands in her hands and stares deeply, deeply into her eyes and says, "You are a genius, a visionary." She tears up a
You.
little bit.
You started this, so take the
Yeah,
credit.
I mean, it's just two girls crying.
It's just
It's like you're
crying.
good. You're
Charlie's
great.
like, no, you're amazing. You're amazing. Because she's still hungover. She's gonna throw up on your shoes. She does throw up on them, actually.
And Amy holds her hair back.
Thank you. Hold my hat.
Now,
And that's how that goes.
Charlie, that's
Yeah.
great. Charlie, you would probably know that these slug throwers, these pistols, even though they are something that does exist, they're extremely rare as of right now, as it's just kind of like a technology that's just started kind of taking hold over the last, little bit. But you do know that they do require this stuff called gunpowder in order to be able to ignite and propel this slug out from the metal tube that's been. You would know that cannons, there are probably some cannons on some vessels, but that's another very rare thing. Like not even a lot of like cities have cannons upon their walls to protect them, and even if they did, more of like the shore, the cities along the shore would have them, where Phandalin is this little town, probably doesn't have anything of that capacity here. Sulfur, probably something that you would find at a miner's exchange, and both of you go ahead and make, I would say let's go ahead and use a nature check for this.
Okay.
Both of you can make nature checks.
Oof, I'm not from the land. I don't know these things.
You can use resources on this check if you want to.
Do you want to use resources, Envy?
I mean, listen, the only thing we actually need is gunpowder because sulfur is in the gunpowder. I was trying to make gunpowder, but if they have gunpowder, I'd rather just buy it.
Yeah, wait, we have to make gunpowder. I don't really know all that much about guns, I'll be real with you.
I just on Wiki.
You saw on Wiki?
I'm on Wiki.
Well.
Okay. I think we just look for gunpowder. All right. I'm gonna use a resource.
Okay. You did roll pretty
Just
low, so I don't know what you're gonna need.
We did get a player reroll tonight.
You did get a player reroll. If
Can
you'd
I
like
do
to
that?
use, you can do that. Sure, you can use a player
Can I
reroll
use
and
it?
reroll. If
Can I
you
use
want
a
to,
D12?
you can use a D12. Sure. So we got a reroll and a D12 getting cashed in.
Here's my...
Look at that, much better.
Nice. Thank
Two
you.
plus eight,
Whoever
yeah,
gave
so-
the reroll, thank you.
So you guys would both like talking about this. You would know that as you're kind of putting your heads together and talking about it more, sulfur is kind of a key ingredient to make this whole thing work, because sulfur is part of the actual fuel that causes this thing to ignite. Sulfur is usually found in the environment near hot springs or near like regions of volcanic activity containing lava. And you guys recently occurred around an area that had some pretty intense blue lava based upon the environment around it. So even if you can't get a whole lot of sulfur from the miners' exchange here, there might be a way for you guys to even get it yourselves.
Nice.
Okay. So we have to go hunt for sulfur, unless it's at the miners' exchange.
No.
Yeah. Is sulfur the I don't know why I'm asking. Is sulfur?
I
Amy,
have
do you think
looked it up.
anything besides sulfur? Amy, in your best opinion?
It's just coming to me now. Charcoal and potassium nitrate.
Damn it. Wow. Where'd that word come from?
Yeah, she can barely pronounce it.
That sounds so familiar. I also know exactly. Yeah, that was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I know.
Potassium nitrate. And if we wanted to make our own fireworks at home, we could do potassium chlorate, aluminum shavings, and charcoal.
That sounds easier.
You know what would be even easier? Let's just do Molotov cocktails.
Like,
Okay, I like that. And we'll throw
You're
them
getting the
what,
bag.
up into the crowd?
Yeah, just throw them up. And then the glass shards that shatter will have pretty lights that, like,
God.
you know, refract. As they fall on the children.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, I love this idea.
I'm sorry,
This is
chat.
me.
You've tuned in tonight for a D&D science episode of
D&D, how to be a terrorist.
My God. Escalated so quickly.
escalated very quickly. That's right.
My
How to
FBI
burn
agent
down-
is like, okay, make notes. She knows how to make Molotov cocktails at home. Don't let her go to any more protests.
We're protests.
So you guys could pick up some of this sulfur
Right.
at the miners' exchange. We don't have to roleplay all that out, but I am going to say
Okay.
that there is some sulfur there. I'm going to say... Well, there's like 7 total, like small, kind of like chunks of it that they have for sale at the miners' exchange that you can purchase. Yeah.
How much are they?
I would say that sulfur. Good question. Let me see if I can. I don't have a D&D minerals price list.
Give me 1 silver.
A piece of sulfur for a material component is typically 5 silver pieces. So 5 silver pieces sounds fair.
That's kind of pricey. I'm gonna try to steal 5 of them.
You gonna try to steal
That-
5?
I
of
love
them?
that.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Okay. Charlie is going in and she's
Oh my God.
pocketing 5 of the pieces of sulfur into her pockets. There's still 2 left if you'd like to purchase those.
I'll take the other 2.
You're gonna try to
I'll
s-
take the other 2.
You're going to try to steal them
Yeah.
or purchase them, okay? Sleight of hand check
Steal
for me,
them.
please.
I rolled it 19.
Oh my God, you two.
So
We have
So,
money.
you get the whole typical person walks up to you. Can I help you? And you're like, no, we're just looking around. They turn their back immediately, and and the sulfur goes into the pockets. And you guys have 7 pieces of this sulfur component that you guys can take.
Okay,
with
let's
you.
go. Let's run. Let's go.
We're good. Yeah. Go.
Let's get out of here.
Charlie just stole from the person who recruited her's establishment.
Hi, I'm a Zent. I'm gonna break into your Zent store and rob you because I'd like a promotion.
It's because she wouldn't pay Charlie. She's like, okay,
That's
I'll get my
exactly
money
it.
other ways.
Yeah.
She still owes you like
I'm
another
trying.
like 190 gold.
Yeah. She owes me money. This is just coming out of her balance that she has with me. I don't know what money she owes me.
Yeah, did you guys exit
can't
the miners'
believe it.
exchange with your sulfur in hand?
Yeah, actual shoplifting. Love it.
Chloe's
We'll
gonna
tell-
send a message.
Okay.
We'll tell Oriana that we bought this honestly.
Just double
Yeah,
checking
nobody
with the
tell
party.
Ollie.
Am I missing anything from this message?
Oh, yes.
Dang. No, I think it's good.
That's really good, yeah.
I double checked the word count, so I had to send 2 messages to do it.
Sorry, I just wanted to put that in the chat so I don't forget.
7
It's
days.
7
Nice.
days. Because I also forgot my notebook again.
I stopped taking notes like 4 sessions ago, and it's really biting me in the ass. I need to take notes.
So
Well-
Chloe, in sending this message, you do get a little bit back. I'm not gonna
Count it.
count it out, but I would say the general essence of the message that you get back from Ro is that they're grateful that you're filling them in of this information, although it sounds very terrible.
Mhm.
Currently, they were in Waterdeep or Neverwinter? Where did you send this to?
I think Waterdeep is. I mean, if they're in Neverwinter for sure, but I was thinking Waterdeep because they have like hella presence to be able to send resources. So Chloe's instinct was to go to Waterdeep.
Sure. They basically what they say is they're going to relay this information to some of the people that they know in those sects, and then what they're going to
Okay.
try to do is try to get somebody to come as quickly as possible. The only thing that they're having issues with right now is dragon activity seems to be ramped up right now, and a lot of their more high powerful arcane folks are
Mhm.
kind of tasked towards that right now, so they're doing the best that
Yeah.
they can.
Okay. I'll send a 3rd message. I'm not gonna count it, but I will give them like the cliff notes of, hey, we also dealt with the dragon, and we also dealt with these weird goblins with like psionic heads and shit. I'll give them cliff notes. In addition to
Okay.
this, with my I will use all of my 3rd level spells and like do that, so
Give them
that at
all
least
the
they're
info.
fully up. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm tapped for 3rd levels.
So basically, the message you get back is, in the meantime, hold it down as best as you can do. Buy us some time, and
Okay.
we'll see who's available and what resources we have that we can expend.
Okay. I will check in tomorrow then.
Seems like
See
we've
if
got
we can get an update.
a limited supply of high-powered folks that are being
Yeah.
stretched too thin around the area right now.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Love that. Oh, that means my dad's probably out there somewhere. Fuck that. Okay. Cool. Love that. That's how I spend my day. Making notes.
Okay. How about Tree
I'm
and,
probably in Harwin's place doing all this shit if people want to find me.
Gotcha.
Being the mayor.
I'm being the mayor.
That's being the mayor.
Is what I'm doing.
You are.
I would say probably the mayor is in like really liking this idea of this talent show festival kind of thing, and has been really kind of trying to go around town finding people who would be interested in helping with putting this thing together during the day. How about Tree and Jansel? Are you guys doing anything in particular while that is occurring, while the theft is taking place at the Miners' Exchange? And
It's a heist.
it's
Phandelver heist. Nice.
Tree would just stop by the general store.
Mhm.
Want to pick up? He's gonna pick up a new bedroll,
Got it.
but also going to pick up essentially something. I know it's 6 foot worth, and I rolled it up like a burrito. But how much by weight do you think I have of these mushrooms?
I'm trying to think. Like in
Just
my.
we said it's like a 6 foot patch. Do you think it would be less than 6 pounds?
It would be less than 6 pounds, yeah, because they don't weigh that
Okay.
much. I'd probably say let's go with half that. We'll say like 3 pounds.
Okay. I just need. So I'm buying a new bedroll, and I'm buying a pouch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll it after I purchase it. I'm just gonna take it out back in that sort of area near the well, where it's just not near the well itself, but where it's sort of like open back over here.
Mm-hmm.
And just lay out the bedroll and get all the mushrooms out of it, put it into the pouch, tie the pouch up, and put it in my pack, and then get rid of the old bedroll.
Okay. How about Jansel? Anything you're particularly doing?
Not until he wants to have a conversation with everybody when we're all back at the bastion. So he probably wouldn't be doing anything until everybody got back. So he's probably just hanging out there.
Okay.
So
Why don't we do this? This is a good time for us to take our break. So
Sure.
why don't we take a break here, and then when we get back, we'll have you kind of all together again at the Bastion. We'll do like a little bit of a time skip, and then you guys can have that conversation that Jansel wants to have with you guys to start us off after break. Okay?
Sounds good.
Sound good?
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. We're gonna take a 5 to 7 here, everybody. Refill some drinks, take a quick stretch, and we will start back with the group meeting at the Bastion. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Stay with us.
Sure.
Thanks for tuning in. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody. Our party has reconvened at Tresender Manor, their bastion. And Jansel has kind of gathered everybody together within the bastion for a conversation.
Yeah, so I pull everybody into like wherever we eat or that kind of thing. And so I want to have a conversation with everybody, and I mean also with Sarah not here, would want Oriana to be there too, so we'll have to fill her in afterwards. But so I know we have some conflicting personalities in the group, and I just wanted to talk about. I don't have any problem with you all killing things or people. I personally have a problem with not thinking before we act, though. And I kind of look at Tree, Emmy, and Charlie.
That's
So
so funny.
I just think that if we're going to continue on this journey as a combined group, that I think some more forethought should be put into actions before we engage with people or creatures of, that might cause harm to the group. I personally would rather not have anybody here die. I would hope that would also be your all's thought too. Even though I know I'm technically the newer person in the group because I left and then came back, but again, I just think that we should put a little bit more thought into our actions. Does anybody?
I second the motion because I definitely don't want any of you to die on my watch. I don't need that on my guilt. Like, I don't need a guilty conscience if any of you go down. And also, speaking of dangerous monsters and situations, I have gotten word that there's increased dragon activity. And I would really like us all not to be like dragon food.
Right.
Literally just found this out like an hour ago.
Okay. So, okay. Yes. Heard.
Just if anybody has anything else they would want to talk about, this could be a good time to bring it up since we're all here. Like I said, I consider all of you all friends, and just I would rather not have to bury any of you guys because of a whim choice.
Yes.
That's
I shan't guarantee. If one of you guys is injured, I can't promise that I won't be reckless to save you, but
that's a little
for
different.
future stuff, I will be more.
That is completely understandable. I'm more on the line of thinking before we just charge into a fight, kind of thing.
Balance strategy.
Yeah. And I'm not saying we have to have like a full like strategic meeting before every combat or before we engage something, but I'm just saying like just a little thought before just running and stab something.
Except for Goblin.
Well, no, because again, if we would have fought those goblins at that castle, I'm pretty sure we all would have died. If we would have fought
there was
them
a lot
all.
of goblins.
And the ones with the bigger heads, they hurt. Their punches. They're no joke.
That is a good point. Any fight that we get into, we are basically counting on you, Janzel, to bail us out of it because you are our tank. So it's kind of not fair to throw you constantly in front of us like a half orc shield.
Full orc.
Full orc shield.
Full orc. That's fine. That's fine.
You're very attractive for a full orc. Okay, let's.
Thanks.
I mean,
I don't know if that's offensive or not. Was that offensive?
Was that offensive?
I don't know.
I don't know. She said you're hot, so that's a little compliment. But
I
she
know,
also did say for an orc.
Lean over to Chloe. Is she negging me? Is this what's going on right now? I don't understand.
I actually think she's being genuine here.
Okay. All right.
I'm not adept with kindness. Okay, I'm trying.
I appreciate that, and thank you.
Sorry.
Well, thank you, Victoria, for all the gifted subscriptions. Look at that. Hey, Derek, you just got a gifted subscription.
Oh, I did. Thank you, Victoria. You are the best.
Thanks, baby.
Did we hear Janzel's conversation with Chloe?
Yeah, I mean, I would have just... I didn't mean to pin that. Whoops. Sorry. Yes, he wasn't actually being like super quiet about it. He just leaned over and just said, yeah. So you probably would have heard.
Tree is now just looking between Jansel, Chloe, and Charlie, and is just completely lost.
Amy leans over to Tree and says, negging is a form of egging, but it's negative. So they're gonna boil eggs? I lost it.
They're trying.
I was going to say she did not throw an egg.
I know, right? She should have. That would be more fun.
I feel like you guys are missing the point.
It wasn't really negging considering that I'm a lesbian, but okay.
I think you know too. Also, we got the what's everybody's intelligence in this party? It's not very high, is it?
Mine's gonna be at the end of
Charlie's
tonight.
is very high.
Why would
Charlie
you
has a
say that?
+1.
Why would you say
Oh,
that?
Charlie's not bad.
Charlie's good.
I'm
Charlie's
not
good.
stupid. I'm just
Yeah.
dumb.
Street smarts and wisdom, you know, like it's how do you balance
That's
the
it.
intelligence and wisdom?
That's right. That's
Right.
right. So
Jansel's just not good with numbers, but he's smart. So
Jansel is attempting to keep the conversation on the level here. It seems to be
Mhm.
going off the rails. Hey, Raznak, thank you for the the bits canceled.
Charlie's been canceled.
That was quick.
Also-
Charlie, you got canceled.
Also, earlier,
got
Raznak
canceled?
in chat, as soon as Jansel got done with his little speech to the party, puts in chat for Frodo and has like a running emoji like charging. I love it.
Also,
Bring
meat
it in.
shield, very accurate. St. Andrew, he is our meat shield,
Mhm.
and he keeps getting thrown in.
but yes, that's what I wanted to have a conversation with you all with. So yeah,
Be more mindful as we
Yeah.
potentially face danger, and it sounds like there's a lot of danger out there, not like outside of Phandalin and the fog. Sounds like most of Waterdeep's like arcane resources and adventuring types are stretched thin at the moment. I'm still waiting to hear back. I'm gonna message them tomorrow and like see if we can get updates. But
Amy stands up and she has 3 fingers out and she says, I pledge, dear friends, to always look at Chloe before I stab. For the okay.
you know what? I'll take
Wait.
it. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I also, and to consider
Unless
the crew before.
I mean, unless, like Charlie said, if someone's dying or we're all in a very serious situation, then you don't need to look at me. You can do what you want.
I have a question.
Okay.
Got it.
But if we're all full health and we're all safe before we enter the situation, sure. But if you feel really scared and you're
Yes.
feeling unsafe and things are going bad, do what you need to do, girl.
Captain Chloe, I have a question.
Yes, Charlie.
And also Jansel, who is, I guess, first mate in this situation.
Sure.
What if it would look really cool?
What do you mean?
Like,
That's a good
what if,
question. That's a
like,
good question.
like, it's reckless, but it
But-
would look really cool.
How about situational? It's a situational thing, right?
Case by case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not every time.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Oh,
yeah, because I'm all
okay,
for
okay,
looking
okay.
cool. You
Yeah.
gotta put on a show, but it's
You guys
still
all
you gotta
look
think of
cool.
your teammates too. You got
Right, yes.
I am team, yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes,
I think we're all on the same page. We're
Cool.
good?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and
Tree
to
will look
answer-
at Jansel and just go, when your gaze is upon me, I solemnly vow to do this.
cool. I appreciate that.
That's good.
Think of the crew. Think of the crew.
That is such a Fey answer. My goodness. Are you sure you're not from the Feywild tree? What was that?
Crew.
We
Yeah,
can never
to-
see you with your freaking invisibility ability when it's like shadow out.
Uh-huh.
There is no I in crew.
There is no I in crew.
There isn't.
Did you just come up with that? That was really good.
I'm so like wise. You have no idea.
But you got to
So,
be
yeah,
careful
I
because there
know.
is an ew.
Oh, there is an EO in crew.
And there is an iron mutiny.
Ooh.
I already got kicked off a ship for that. I don't really want to do that again.
No mutinies here. We're all friends. We can do this. Just
I
stay
think Chloe's
alive,
a great
please.
captain.
Chat's
Chloe's a great
tearing it up
captain, and
tonight,
she kind of
man.
scares me.
Chat
I don't
sounds-
need.
No, St. Andrew, they don't have the Boy or Girl Scouts here currently in Phandalin, but I would say that probably Emmy was a part of the Young Adventurers League, which is kind of
Oh,
like a counterpart
absolutely.
where
Yeah.
they learned all these these things.
Probably swear.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, a little Emmy would be so cute. Like a little, like 12-year-old Emmy or a 10-year-old Emmy just going around.
Like pretending to fight things and like jumping and kicking. Ah! Spin off.
Has her little wooden sword.
Here,
Yeah.
Gets a badge
so
for learning how to
amazing.
start a fire.
your very first Explorers pack.
Oh!
Look,
So cute.
attached to the side
so
is your first
cute.
50 feet of hempen rope.
Nice.
She still has it. She
She still has
hasn't used it.
Yeah,
This is
that's
called
fair.
a tinder box. It basically gives you an introduction to all the basic D&D gear.
Oh, that's adorable.
That was
Freaking
really,
love
really
that.
cute.
Oh my god, that visual, I can't. It's so cute.
It is.
Warlock Pact of Caution. Ratsnack.
For real though.
They didn't know what they were beginning. And they sent Emmy into the world knowing.
Awesome. So you guys have this conversation. It's probably nearing the end of this day now. So I would say at this point, Chloe, you are getting your magical item that's been produced by the Bastion. Your
Let's
headband of intellect will be rewarded to you
Let's
at the end of this
go.
day. Let me double check this Bastion sheet. I'm going to see if there was any other tree where was your. Remind me, did you switch your crafting from arrows?
Yes, I did. I can't remember what I switched it to, though.
Here we go. Your workshop is crafting Nature's Mantle.
That's right, Nature's Mantle.
Yeah, so I would say that would have been like 4 days. When did you switch that? Do you know?
I don't remember when. I know last update I got, they had completed making 60 arrows.
Right. Yep. Let's just go ahead and say that you have one more day on that, just because I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure. So when Janzel's armor is done, then your Nature's Mantle will also be done.
Okay.
Let's see who I've got. If there's anything else.
Oh, my flowers and smoking herbs should be done too today.
Okay. Yeah, and you can collect those, and if you want to give your garden another order, you can go ahead and put it into the. And if you guys could, let's start doing this. When you change the orders in there, why don't you go ahead and like put down the date on when you change those of the session? So
Okay.
like, just put like 5/9 in there whenever, like, if it's something that you put in new today, so that way I can keep track of when those things took place, and
Oh,
then I
okay.
can
Yeah, I've
make
just
adjustments in
been-
game to make it work. Mm.
I've just been keeping track of how many sleeps it's been, so I've been indicating the sleeps.
Got it. Okay.
But I can put the date in.
That's a good. That's a better way.
Because
too.
sometimes I gotta go.
can do that.
Sometimes I gotta go back in and see. Because sometimes some things take more days than others to actually
Right.
produce. So to make sure I'm putting it in the right. Correct
Also,
order.
wasn't I making because I have a garden as one of my things. So wasn't I
Yeah.
harvesting poison for somebody?
You were,
Didn't somebody want?
Yes, for Charlie, I think.
Okay,
but I think you
Yep.
just started that.
I did. Yeah, I just started that last session. So
So maybe if you could do me a favor and double check if you go to the Bastion rules, if you're able to get to the Bastion rules.
yeah,
and
I'm
look over
already
those.
right.
And if there's something that indicates exactly how many days that it takes for those poison herbs and things to be grown, just keep me posted and I can get those.
It takes 21 days apparently.
Okay, well that's not going to happen in my game because that takes too
Okay.
long.
And then oh no, that's the switch from one thing to another. It takes 21 days. So the harvest orders takes 7 days.
Okay, we'll say
Sorry,
it takes
yeah,
4.
7 days to harvest. Okay.
We'll say 4 for our game because I'm not going to
Cool.
wait 7 days. Cool. Yeah, if you guys could just like update those notes in the Bastion so that way we'll have them and then I can come back to them later.
But only one of you go in at once.
Oh, yeah,
true,
that's what-
Yeah,
Based on what the other
yeah.
person is
Who's in
doing.
right? Yeah.
I
Also-
think what I
I'm
want to do is
editing
I think
right
I
now.
want to like move those to maybe a Google Doc so that way we don't
Oh,
run into
yeah.
that problem in the
Then we can
future.
do that instantaneously.
I noticed that one time I like put in all of like this really detailed information for like my Bastion stuff, and then like I went back in and it was like all gone the next day, and I was like, why? And I think it was because there was
Someone
like, 2
else was
people in it at
editing.
once.
Yeah.
2 people editing at once and it would only save the one. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done now.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I'm
though,
still-
Roll20 handouts don't really work great for a whole group like that,
Yeah.
editing at once. I'll try to shift it over to a Google Doc so you guys can all use that, because I can easily
Baller.
have a Google Doc up as well during streams.
Oh my god, I'm gonna give you
I will
I'm
put it
still-
out to the group after I get my headband. I will ask the group if there's any like magic items they want to put in the queue. Because I've already got my thing. I could get more, but like I'm asking the group if there's anything that we think we need going forward.
I would like to get some magical gauntlets made.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I was thinking, I did a little sketching. They're not great, but I kind of want them to look like this. And I'll hand over a small little sketch, and it's just, basically think of Captain America's gauntlets, his shields in Endgame, where he has like basically those pointed shields on his hands. So that's what I would like to make.
Okay.
Of course, I'll probably have to get them made first before.
Oh, before
we
I
can
enchant them. Okay, so you
Yeah,
would probably have to
so-
take it to like the smithy first, and then bring them to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Emmy have a smithy?
Yeah, she's making the armor, right?
Armor for me right now, yeah.
Yeah. You're muted,
You
honey.
muted, babes.
It's fine. It's
There
fine.
you go.
We knew what you were saying. We understood.
I can see the yes being
Yeah.
done.
What about
Yeah.
Tree or Charlie? Is there anything you want in the queue? Because Janzel's gonna take some time before I can put his in the queue.
Check.
It can go up to uncommon rarity, I believe, at the moment with our level.
Looking.
I'm also looking.
Because I have plans, but I feel guilty just like making shit for Chloe. Chloe wants to help the party stay alive, so if there's something you want, let me know and I'll put it on the list.
Also, just a heads up for Emmy and Janzel, the smithy is currently still working on the plate mail for this one extra day. So the order to put in for the gauntlets will have to happen
Would be
after
after.
tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
And that's when it would
Yeah.
start.
Okay.
Also,
Yep.
for those, since they're kind of like specially made, what I would say is you're probably looking at the, like, as far as material expenses costs, like the cost to make, just to make those, you're probably looking at the price of 2 shields, like half the price of 2 shields.
Okay.
Okay.
So whatever a
Gotcha.
shield is in the player's handbook, the price.
I think
it
a
would
shield's
be,
only like 25
it'd be
gold or something like that, but I'll
so,
look.
So basically, it'd be half the price of each. So you're looking at the price of one shield to make both of those.
Like 25
gauntlets.
gold for one.
It'd probably be
for the
25
two?
gold.
Oh
for
no,
the
it's 10.
set.
It's 10 gold per shield, so it'd be 10 gold,
10
right?
gold,
'Cause
yeah.
you said
Oh,
half
okay.
the. Okay.
Yeah, it's half material cost to be able to put it
Yeah.
together.
How
Yeah,
many
Chloe- Chloe will pay
items?
that.
How many items am I allowed to be attuned to? Is it 2?
3. 3.
Great.
Unless
Three?
you're subclass.
Unless you're-
specific-
Yeah.
But I don't think your rogue changes that.
Yeah, it's usually just
There is
artificers
there
that
is
get the
one
more.
rogue subclass that lets you attune to more items, but I don't think it's your rogue.
No,
so-
it's not.
Chloe, I would
Yeah?
like an item called
Okay.
the amulet of the drunkard.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Is that-
Jesus.
Oh my god. I'm
Is
Is
looking
that,
at
is
it
that the
right
one where
now.
you drink alcohol and it heals you or something like
Yes,
that? Is that,
and it
is
heals,
that
it's
one?
like a potion. She
Yeah.
drinks alcohol. and
is a healing potion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that's the one that it was, but I wasn't for sure.
And you know
All
I always
right.
got my flask on me.
What rarity is that item?
It's
That is
uncommon.
uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay.
Okay, so this is when Charlotte multi-classes into the Drunken Fist Monk.
Drunken fist monk.
I was gonna say this is when Charlie just goes into alcoholism for a little bit, but
Oh.
Shatters liquor
Just
bottle
like
on
me.
the bar.
Yeah.
You want to go?
But it's healthy.
And then take Tavern Brawler. You could totally do that.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Didn't we just talk about a good decision making?
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
chat's calling you guys out. Didn't we just have a chat about good decision making?
Yep.
Well,
did.
technically it is good because if Charlie's hurt, she just needs to pull out her wine flask and she's fine.
It's a rum flask, but yeah.
It's also a lot
Sorry,
cheaper
rum flask.
for
Yeah.
health potion too.
It's a lot cheaper
Yeah.
for you to heal.
Yeah.
So honestly,
No,
the good
seriously.
outweighs the naughty. Chloe will put that in. Chloe will put that order in. I don't know how long it's gonna take and how much money, but Chloe will put the order in.
You said that was an amulet of the drunkard.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Okay, I'll do some research on it and let you guys know how many days.
Okay. That's hilarious. Tree, do you have anything you want me to put in the queue?
Not at the moment for Tree. It's
Okay.
with Nature's Mantle is going to help for combat aspects. I've got the weapon right now.
Okay.
Player-wise, take care of some of the others. Is
Okay. So, if you guys are okay with it, I was just gonna do like a little time skip to the next day.
Okay.
Sure.
If you guys are fine with that, so you guys get a long rest. So if you expend any spell slots,
Yes.
you can heal up, gain any of your expended hit dice back, whatever it is that you need to do for a long rest, and you guys wake up for another day. At the end of this day, Janzel's plate mail will be finished. Also, the mantle that was being produced by the workshop would be done for Tree at the end of this day. But you guys have a full day. If you don't want to do anything, you just want to hang out at the Bastion, we can do a time skip to the next day. If your intention is just kind of like wait around, hang out. If anybody wants to do any role playing during that day, you can stop the time skip and do that. Or if you want to go out and adventure, the story is yours.
do
I-
we need to go deal with the lost miners that are trapped?
We should
in a
probably
cave
go
somewhere?
check them out after Janzel's thing is done.
So then do a time skip until tomorrow.
Until,
basically.
so just do
Another
2
day?
days instead of like 3 or 4. Like just do 2 days and then we go to the mining thingy.
Yeah, you can-
Or did you?
Yeah.
Or do we want to go the next day?
This can be like a
Tree.
chill day at the Bastion if you wanted to do that.
I mean, if everyone thinks they'll be alive tomorrow, sure.
Allegedly, I would like to send a message on the next day, like before we start going anywhere, to just like check in to see if they've gotten any updates or word from any of the factions or people they are talking to.
You would get feedback back pretty much immediately that they have relayed the information, but information is slow right now and getting back and forth.
Okay.
But they're doing all
But
that they
that-
can because they're just stretched thin right now.
But they are aware of the situation. Could I ask them to like forward it to like any other contacts in like Neverwinter or surrounding area, like not just in Waterdeep? Like I know Waterdeep's stretched thin, but is it the whole Sword Coast that's stretched thin?
They would tell you that they already forwarded it to Neverwinter.
Right.
And they've also forwarded it to Baldur's Gate.
Oh shit, okay.
So the information is getting across to the major cities right now. It's gonna take a little time for it to get to like the outer outskirts, but
that's fine. That's way faster than the letters I sent like 4 days ago. So like this.
The big cities, they have access to quick communication
Yes.
because of all the arcane
Yes.
knowledge that those cities hold. Some of the smaller places, smaller regions that don't have people that can communicate on that level, it's a little bit trickier.
Yep. No, Chloe takes that day as a win then. That means all of her information is getting where it needs to go, so she's happy. That's all I wanted to do.
And this is all fairly new information to them, coming from what you're bringing to them, and they've already been kind of like committed to what is happening with this whole dragon situation that they're telling you about. So that's why it's kind of hard, because they can't just turn on a dime and forget about some of the things that are happening.
And we're it's a small town compared to like the more like populated areas. Okay. All right. I will update the party so they know what I know.
Okay. That's right, Razanak. Forward this to 3 cities or else. That's right.
Yeah, that's the vibe. And I attuned to my headband.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Sending stones are an uncommon item.
Yeah, we could give orders to the Bastion if we're on long journeys, so it doesn't fall into disrepair, and then we lose the Bastion. Or we could make sending earrings.
That was one of my ideas for the those crystals that we got in the mine, those weird arcane crystals. Because we got 7 of them, and there's 6 of us. So
that's brilliant.
That's on the to-do list. But I want to get you guys something first before I do the sending stuff.
Right.
Yeah, the only issue with the earrings would be it would just take a little bit of time to get all those
a lot
done.
of time, yeah.
Because
it's a multiple.
I'd probably give it like 2 days per earring.
Okay.
So for 6
so like
people,
2 weeks.
That's like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's 2 weeks of like arcane access, like arcane study access is like done.
Yeah, it'd be you'd be consumed with those, so you wouldn't be able to queue up anything else in the process.
I will give Matilda, Maddie, the artificer, and the arcane study the heads up about Jansel's thing, so she can start thinking about it before she actually gets the product to work on.
Does
so
Jansel
she's
hand
at least
over
aware.
the sketches that he's made?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Because we have to get them made first anyway, so...
Hey, Jansel, do me a favor, just out of curiosity, make a performance check for me, please. I want to see how nice these sketches are for.
Like I said, they're not. I mean, in my mind, they're not very good.
The dice,
so
we'll
see,
the dice may tell the story a little bit differently.
Nice.
Look,
I got
He's on a mission.
Jansel, don't be so hard on yourself. Your artistic skills are much better than you give yourself credit for.
Holy crap! Even Chloe's impressed. She's like, shit, I don't know if I can do that good.
Yeah. These are pretty nice. There's a couple changes I'd make as the who would this be? Matilda?
Matilda. She's like a tiefling Eladrin like hybrid. So she's like got green skin and like bright red hair and like dark red horns that kind of pull out. She's very nerdy. She loves her tea. Just like nerdy librarian with like hyperactivity.
Yeah, she looks at you immediately, Chloe. Saying, "You didn't draw this."
No, I point to Jansel. Apparently he did. This is all his idea. I can't even take credit for this.
Wow, keep up the good work.
Thank you. The next one probably won't look as good, but thank you. I tried really hard on this.
I can tell.
Secretly, there's like 100 crumpled up pieces of paper by his desk in his room.
Just a pile.
Yeah.
It pans to like a still shot of all the crinkled up paper, the overflowing trash can in the corner. Yes, I love it. Yeah,
broken
she's like,
pencils.
As soon as I finish stuff up here, I can get to work on that.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks, Matilda. And also, yeah, the amulet of the drunkard for Charlie.
Interesting.
That's first, and then
Yeah,
once he
yeah.
gets the gauntlets made,
Mhm.
then I'll bring them to you.
Okay. Well, looks like you're keeping me busy.
Yep. Thanks, Maddie. We love you.
Mm-hmm. Don't die out there now.
I'm doing my best.
She kind of continues to get to work. She actually takes that.
Maddie would be
that-
angry if we all died out there. She'd be so pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Is
How
there any-
am I gonna get paid if you all die?
Is there
go ahead, Tree.
anybody who needs anything from the implements table?
Implements?
Because that's what can be made in the workshop for magic items.
Let me look.
Implements, yeah. That is one good thing. Like, one thing I do like about the way they organize like magic items and treasure now in the new 2024 is they've got some different tables that gives it a little bit more diversity to where like
Yeah.
a little bit more detailed rules about like crafting, and for those people that really enjoy that aspect of the game, like if you play like computer RPGs or whatever, and you like the crafting kind of rules and building stuff and making things on your own.
Wait,
Is there
Matthew,
really a
which one was
table?
yours?
Yeah, what's the table?
It is under random magic items, the implements table.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow.
Easier in Discord. I just put the link into it.
Oh,
Thank you.
If you're looking at the Arcana tables, it's just 2 down from it.
That's in the new Dungeon Master Guide, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
And this can go up to what rarity, Matthew?
Same thing. Well,
Uncommon.
Okay.
I'm assuming uncommon because that's what Michael had said. But
Yeah, common
Okay.
and uncommon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Then as you guys
Oh my
grow in
God,
level,
the pipe is so
your bastion will unlock more levels of rarity that you guys can reach for magic items then. I think the next
no, there's-
bump is level 9, I think is the next bastion bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
9,
so.
I think.
Mhm.
There's a tankard of sobriety. Oh no!
You don't know how
Yeah.
much I thought about just sneaking that in there and not mentioning it to anyone. I'd be like,
Tankard of
"Oh, you're Charlie."
sobriety. So Charlie would be like plastered, and he'd just be like, "Here you go." And she'd be like,
I
"Okay."
mean,
Oh my God.
to be honest, an alchemy jug for Charlie would probably be pretty good. Just to have an unlimited supply of alcohol, since she's getting this amulet, wouldn't be bad.
That's brilliant, actually.
I'm gonna have to have a whole character arc surrounding her problems now. I'm gonna have to role play what my mother went through
my
when I was
God.
18.
Oh my God, brutal plot. The pipe of smoke monsters is so. I want that. I think Chloe had that. Maybe I should get that.
I think you had it, yeah, in the original
I'm pretty
game,
sure
yeah.
Chloe had. I'm pretty sure
I'm
original
pretty
Chloe
sure you
had
did.
that.
That would be
Yeah, I think you
perfect
did
for
too.
your character with the way you inspire your party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she used
Okay.
it for her like plays. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a high priority. It's a pipe of smoke monsters. So it's not high priority. But if you have time, it's a common item. It's not even uncommon.
There you go. Anyone else?
Oh my God.
Or wait, what are we talking about? Magic items that we want?
We're
Yeah.
looking at the
Yeah,
implement
from the
table.
implements
The
table.
implement table, I think he put a link to it in the general chat there.
Something else. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, go ahead.
Something else that might be good for the people that don't have dark vision is the goggles of night. Gives
Oh,
dark
that's
vision.
a
I
good
saw
idea.
that and I was like, "Oh shit! Should I have asked for that instead of the amulet of the drunkard?"
Well, this
and then I
is-
was like,
this is
"No,
Matthew's
Charlie
thing.
would prioritize alcohol."
I mean, you could get this through Matthew's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Matthew's workshop makes this.
Yes.
And
It
it's
is-
not attunement either, so
Yeah, it's
Por
just something
favor.
that it's like
And is
Goggles
Charlie
of
the
night?
only one who doesn't have dark vision?
She is indeed.
I think so,
She is
yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
So
is
maybe
any-
that one should be priority.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
anyone editing the thing right now?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna go edit it.
Is that
By
what you're
the
gonna put in
way-
for your next order, Matthew? Is the
Yeah,
the
the
goggles night.
Night? Okay.
Yeah.
After the practical item of the goggles, Charlie would really want the charlatan's die so that she could go around and
Oh
just
my
like
God.
pawn people with games of dice.
We're just looking at like the most ridiculous magic items. They're not even really functional. They're just like situationally
Yeah.
useful.
No, literally.
But
I mean,
that's
of course, I wouldn't say no to a cloak of protection at some point. So
I need to look
Okay.
at
Protection.
the
I think that's something that Charlie already has, right? It gives you a plus
Charlie
one to your
has one.
AC and
Yeah.
a plus
Yeah.
one to all
You
your
have
saving
one, yeah.
throws.
Yep.
That's the
Yep.
one
Yeah.
you stole from
You
one of the
know-
Rock Seeker's dead body. That's.
Yeah,
I
the
did
brother.
indeed.
Oh, I guess
I
they
did
weren't
indeed.
using it anymore, so I guess it's not
They
technically
weren't.
stolen, right?
You know what? If Jansel wants it, Jansel can have it. It'll make my AC 15, but like that's not a
That's
big deal.
that is completely up to you. If you don't want to use it, he will definitely take it. But don't feel like you have to give that up just because I'm asking for one. So
We did cut up my old cloak too, the red one. Okay, Charlie will have to spend some of these days going out and shopping for a new cloak, but she will give her cloak of protection
Aww.
from Gundren's
Oh.
dead relative to Jansel because Jansel has
It's the tank.
inspired Charlie with
Thank
that
you.
serious sit down that he gave her, and she was like, "I need to put the crew before myself," and she will give you
Aww.
her item.
nice.
for that.
She will get the biggest hug when she hands over the cloak.
No.
So-
Charlie awkwardly accepts your hug because she's not used to any kind of affection, so she'll be like, okay, okay, bye." Like,
So good. Hey, Charlotte, I will say that during this like time skip of this second day,
Yeah.
if you give up that cloak, you will be able to have no problem going into Barthen's Provisions and purchasing a new cloak. Since you
baller.
guys did tear up her old cloak to use as masks.
We did.
To put on your face. I believe that's what you used that cloak for.
What's a new, nice, deep red cloak gonna set me back on?
Let me see. I'm gonna look and see if we've got cloak here. It should be in here somewhere, I think.
I am planning on getting a cloak of the manta ray at some point soon.
That's a good one to have for a pirate.
A
Mhm.
robe is one. We'll just say 1 gold.
Damn, expensive ass cloak. Okay, minus
Yeah.
1 GP.
It's a nice cloak.
It's a nice
Mhm.
cloak. Yeah, it's well made.
You're going fancy. It's a fancy cloak.
I like that you typed it in the chat. Minus 1 GP.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'll
for
let you,
me,
I'll
since I
let
don't have
you
my
kind of,
notebook.
I'll let you use your imagination to tell it to like what it looks like or whatever. That's up to you.
You know what? It's not overly cumbersome. It's like one of those like half cloaks that like goes to like her waist and stuff like that, so she can flip it dramatically, and it has like a little hood and like enough fabric to cover up her face if she needs it to. So it's got like a nice cowl situation, but it's not like overly long, so it's not cumbersome when she gets into sword fights.
Perfect.
Smart.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So if we're skipping this day and we're going over this and we're resetting kind of our bastion orders and stuff, Jansel, you will get your plate mail armor. That is
Okay, cool.
Emmy's. I think it's Daryl. Is it Daryl? Is it? It's not Dariel.
Dariel's the lazy
It was
one.
Daryl.
Daryl has successfully outdone himself on this bit of plate mail armor for Jansel. So Jansel, you can add that to your character sheet as you now have that.
Nice.
Thank you.
What's your AC at now?
Base AC went from 16 to 19, and then if I
Hell
use my
yeah.
shield, it goes to 21.
Look at
Hell,
that.
there's our tank. There's our tank.
So
No, I do not need to worry. I can do whatever.
Yeah, you're invisible.
And
We
you have
know.
you now have the mantle tree as your magic item has been produced as well. So you guys can go ahead, make sure in your Bastion, that those are completed,
Yeah.
and you guys can move on to whatever your next order is on there.
Are
Before
you
you set out this next day?
out of there, Matthew?
Let
bastion?
me make sure. Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and fix mine.
Real quick, does anybody need arrows?
Don't.
I need 2. I'm out of 2.
Like right now in the workshop, there's like a pile of quivers full of arrows in Tree's workshop that he needs to get rid of them.
All right, I'll take all of them.
Oh,
No.
Oh, and just remember, guys,
No.
my general rule with arrows is I like to let you guys control your ammunition, because it's just way too much for me to have to kind of pick through. But the general rule is for however many arrows you shoot, you can retrieve half of them back. So if say a combat session goes and you shoot 6 arrows, you can go retrieve 3 of them and the other 3 are broken. Unless there's a situation where you're firing them off and they're going into lava, or something that would make it to where you cannot retrieve them. So that's
Okay, I could use
rule.
I could use 20 arrows in that case.
Is,
Can I just get a new quiver of arrows?
Yeah.
so,
Can we
Kristy,
fully restock?
Kristy, if you can do me a favor while you're editing, when you're done,
Mhm.
just knock my arrow count down to 20.
Okay.
Oh, was that 60 bundles of arrow or 60 total? I can't remember.
I think it'd be 60 total. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so drop it down to 20 if you would for me. So, Charlie and Emmy, you both get 20 arrows.
Thank you.
Yay.
Let me add that into the chat so I can make that note later.
They do not include quivers.
Well, no, they only make the arrows, so as long as they have a
Right.
quiver to put the arrows in, they're fine. And you get a quiver when you get a bow at your beginning equipment anyway, so you should have a place to store them.
Tree is wearing 3 quivers, 2 with 20 standard arrows in each, and 1 with 20 silvered arrows. Which, after making them, we switched to these rules, and silvered weapons no longer matter.
I think I'm gonna make it to where silvered weapons do matter, because that to me seemed kind of dumb.
So now, do we go find the miners?
Yeah.
sure. Sounds good to me.
I should say, I'm assuming it's... or do we wait until tomorrow morning? I do not know.
Oh
in
yeah,
case.
yeah. I would say you guys get another long rest because you guys have just received your new materials and gave your new bastion orders. So yeah, it's the next day. So
Did they tell us which direction this cave was in?
yeah,
Or
she
this mine
told
was in?
you. I believe. Let me double check to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. But I believe it was to the southwest. But let me see if it does say.
And Emmy doesn't want anything magical, right? If we do, we'd have to trick her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I'll think about it. I'll think about what I could potentially trick her with.
Yeah,
I gotta give her
so
something.
her directions kind of describe as at 15 miles southwest of Phandalin. So southwest is the direction you'd be going.
Okay.
So you guys all starting your journey there?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys set off from Phandalin to the southwest. There is a road. There's like a miner's trail that leads down there for a while. Some of the directions takes you on a couple of different paths, and you can see there are some places that you can go in different directions. Whoever is guiding the party, would that person make a survival check for us as they continue to guide the party through the wilderness in the direction of where Hallie is trying to get you guys to go?
I'm
Some of
assuming
that's
that's
probably
tree.
going to be me.
Yeah.
What I was
Oh,
thinking.
24.
indeed. The tree he's having no problem whatsoever following these directions perfectly. Good thing, Tree, is that these minor trails are pretty easy to follow. You can definitely see the southwest here, these reaches near Phandalin. People are definitely traveling here because they want to mine for minerals and other materials and gemstones and all kinds of things. 15 miles would put you as most of the day's travel, I would say. You're probably looking at, you probably stop to have some lunch on the way there. Probably a few hours later, you feel like you're starting to get close to your destination, Tree. You can see that there's a little bit of an incline and some foliage, and then it seems to go towards an opening, a clearing at the end, where you can see there's kind of like a little bit of a cliffside, and then it goes into more of like an overgrowth that's kind of climbing up a kind of a steep hill on the other side. I don't know if you guys have a marching order or what kind of approach you guys want to make as you're starting to reach your destination, or if you guys want to chat out a plan. You guys are more than welcome to here.
I can't remember. What exactly did she tell us about this?
What she
Have
told
given
you
anything?
was an individual came back, and this was the guy that was starting to lose his hair. His name was Verno. He said that they were looking for a place called Wave Echo Cave.
Oh my god.
And you can tell they were in the complete opposite direction of where it was actually found as you're traveling. He was traveling with a few of his companions, and this Verno escaped and came back and said that there was a walking shrub with strange powers that confronted them in the mine, and he got away, and the rest of them never came back.
And then knowing that Tree would, as we start getting close, look at everyone, sort of slow us down. I assume his entrance up here. Who do we... looking over at Janzel and seeing how shiny he is in his new armor.
Yep.
And then looking over towards Charlie and Chloe. Perhaps we should go quietly at first?
Aye.
Yeah.
Scope it out at least, yeah.
Aye.
Who is coming?
Alright, I'll go.
It's just
I'm
me.
stealthy. Nominate me.
I'm okay at stealth. I don't know.
Just
I have a
Charlie
+5.
and I can go.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have a. I'll
I know,
just get.
Big talk and must behave when seen.
Yes, when seen.
And I have eyes on you as well.
Isn't Emmy also good at stealth?
She is very good at stealth. Both of you are better than me at stealth.
I
No,
have a
+3.
+7.
I'm +3.
Oh,
She's not proficient
I thought-
in stealth.
I ain't that kind of rogue. I'm a
Oriana,
thief, okay?
Oriana
Like,
says, I am not. I am very loud.
Yeah, me and Oriana will stay back here.
I thought that Charlie had like at least a +9. Sorry about that.
I like to do cartwheels and so like I have really good acrobatics and really good deception and intimidation, and I like stealing things. I'm good at that. I'm not necessarily the best at being sneaky. But that's just my honor system, you know? Like if I'm gonna, mess with you, I'm gonna do it in your face.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. I
That's
commend
respectful.
you. Isn't it so pleasing to see all the 7s at the top of the inspiration bar that we have? for the
It's
chat?
so good.
I must
That's
say
a good-
I have 10 DM rerolls I need to use before the end of
Yep.
tonight's session to make
Yep.
that perfect. The perfect 7s.
Mm-hmm.
It's satisfying.
Or we need 70 more of everything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
60
right.
more DM rerolls.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, chat. You just been challenged.
So shall we stealth?
Yeah. If you guys would like
Yeah,
to
I'll
stealth up,
stealth.
those of you that are stealthing up can roll stealth checks as you approach the opening of
Really?
this.
Don't you have pass without a trace? Oh my god.
Do we?
Hold on.
Oh my god.
That's right.
I will
Saint
take a
Andrew.
moment.
Plan.
I actually do have it, so I will take the moment beforehand to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Alright.
I forgot I did this.
Okay. So everybody can have
So yeah,
rolled a
add 10 to
five.
everything.
Add 10
Okay.
to everything. I do need to check one thing very quickly. Oh, I need to find one number. Can't remember if I updated this. Okay, perfect. So with the spell, Pass Without a Trace, kind of casting this shroud over you guys, making you very difficult to see. You guys sneak up ahead. Oh, Emmy rolled a 23. Look at that.
Yeah, damn.
That's a
Wow.
33 with
sneaky.
your spell. Look at that. I didn't even think of that. 20 for Chloe. That's good. Yeah, you guys are all able to approach the opening of this mine. And you're peeking inside, I believe.
Well,
Yeah.
How close can we get and still sort of be like within the tree line and foliage?
I would say probably within like 15 feet. It's not
Oh,
a very
okay.
big clearing. It looks like this mine has been kind of left to kind of grow in for a while, and nobody's really like been here for a long time. Kind of somebody
Yeah, if we can
abandoned
get that
it.
close, then yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
You're kind of peeking in, and there's definitely you guys all. I think everybody but Charlie can probably see inside.
Right.
It is dark. You can see that there is a pathway that kind of leads inside, and it kind of opens up into like a main tunnel area that looks like it abruptly ends. Probably. Let me look at the map real quick and make sure that I give you a clear indication of distances. Probably only about maybe 45 to 50 feet in. Like, it doesn't look like they got very far when they were constructing this place. And you can see that there is something lurking kind of over in the corner that looks like a bramble of vines, leaves, and other kind of foliage, but it seems to be moving a little bit in the corner. There's also to the left of you a small kind of opening, and that leads into another chamber that you can't see inside because of the angle that you're looking into it.
Does it look like those bramble creatures we fought at Thunder Tree?
Make a perception check for me, Tree. Dr. Mario Superior. 7 angel numbers, though. That's right. No, this is different. This is much bigger.
Oh.
The ones that
How
you
does the ones who
saw
came
at
up
Thunder
with
Tree,
target-
they were like these little, little shrubby type twig-like things. This is a mass of vines, very large.
Who would be closest to Tree as we were going up there?
I guess
Emmy,
me?
probably.
Me or Emmy, yeah.
But Tree's gonna look back. Now, there's big plant inside.
I see it. I want to shoot it, but I'm not allowed to.
Definitely think we
Tree's
need
gonna
to
lean over. Why? Can Gentle see you?
I think Chloe can see me.
I can hear you both too.
Jansel and Oriana can see what's going on. They just can't hear this whispered conversation right now.
We need to consider other people with our actions.
Are you whispering that
Dr.
behind
Mario
us?
is superior.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Dr. Mario. Hi.
Dr. Mario. Yeah, it's such a great name. I love
My friend. Sorry.
it.
My friend. So.
Oh, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What idea? What'd you got?
I'm gonna turn back towards Chancel and Oriana and gesture to the cave and start going.
I will start walking up towards him,
Okay.
trying to be quiet, but that's not gonna be good. But
All right.
just because I don't want them to
Oriana's
start
like-
fighting something, and
Oriana looks at you and says, "Should I come too?"
sure, just
I could
try to
send
be
a
quiet.
It's really hard for me to try to be quiet.
It is very hard for me too. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's why we're back here.
We want to fight a plant. We should have just fought the plant by itself. It's like a house fern.
It's a house. It's a house fern in a pot. That's it.
So yeah, me and Oriana will start walking up towards where they are. That way we're in at least closer when we
Oriana
start.
has a +0 with disadvantage.
Hey, I have a +1 with disadvantage, so
So I'm rolling this up. Oh boy. It's not gonna roll for me in the chat, but yeah, 4. Oh, that seems fitting. Oriana got a 3.
yep. The 2 heavy
Love
armor
it.
people. I mean, what do you expect?
So
We love it.
as this noise starts to creep up behind you, out of the tree line, about 15 feet behind you, you can hear the clanking and the chinging of the armor coming up. As you can see,
We're
like
intentionally
Oriana is
stepping
on her
every
like,
branch.
Oriana's like 8 foot tall or some crazy, like, I mean, she's just built, and she's like tiptoeing, and she just cannot like stop herself from like making noise as she's coming up, and you can see that's like there's like this nice melody that they got going on within their steps of the chinging and the changing, and almost like makes this cool like little song as they approach. Unfortunately, what it does is it causes that big shrub-like creature to swiftly kind of start moving rapidly in the far side of the room, and it definitely notices your presence. So here's what I'm going to do first, is I'm going to take you guys over to a different map, and then we're going to need to go ahead and click on our tokens and roll initiative, as the sound of
This time I
approaching
didn't do it.
individuals has stirred
Oh my
up
god.
the plants. So I'm
done
gonna
for.
move the
Are the rest of
furry
us
ribbon
still
here.
technically hidden though? If we're stealth them?
Well, the group
no?
the group that was making the noise were stealthing up to you guys, standing at the entryway here. So it's probably going to give away
Gonna see
your
us.
location,
Okay.
because here's where you guys are all standing in the front of this, and you guys, you should be able to see now. And I'm gonna take our Twitch friends over to the map, and you guys can click on your tokens and roll.
I gotta
So bad. Oh my gosh.
Oh, there we go.
That is not good combat music. I apologize.
Michael, also, I'm not sure why, but the token isn't updating my correct HP. Don't know why it's not doing it, but
That's
Oh wow, neither did
wanted you to
mine.
be aware of that.
Yeah, and I don't know why it keeps on doing that.
It's doing the AC correctly. It's just not, for some reason, not doing the HP correct. So
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
weird. Oh, wow.
I cannot figure that out. I don't know if it's like with the changing. I know they're updating a lot of the D&D stuff on Roll20, so I don't know if it has anything to do with that.
I just put in the number. That's why it has if you're seeing, it has like a plus. So that's why it goes over my actual HP on the
I
token.
should do that for mine too.
If you click when you click on your token, if you click the gear, you can actually fix your token bar. So your health will be the green one. So that way you can fix the maximum
yeah.
as well.
There we go.
Okay, let let me go ahead and grab mine. Now you do notice that this mass of vines kind of has like they were hard to see initially, but there's like these smaller versions of it that are kind of lingering around it. So it's not just one mass. There's a few other like smaller ones that are beside it. As you get kind of like a closer look and see it get startled up. Most of them were kind of hiding behind it. Ooh, I rolled a natural 20 on one of those initiative rolls. That's good. I will take it.
Of course you get a nat 20.
Yeah, it still doesn't put me over. Like, a nat 20 doesn't get me to Tree or Janzel's numbers.
That's nice.
Let's see if I can break some ties, if there are any here in the... Oh, no ties. Cool. So, Tree, seeing that this creature has been startled, what would you like to do?
So, well, first, how dark is it in the cave?
It is pitch black.
Beautiful.
Now, I will say, like, probably these first 10 feet in the cave, maybe even 15 probably, have, like, the natural light coming in.
Yep.
Because it's still daytime. So I would say probably up until, see this, like, opening right here? It's probably still enough light in there that it will not mask you unless you're kind of into the far back ends of this section.
Right. So let me see real quick then. Okay, so we're going to go 5, 10, 15. Now, is it opening? I can see into this opening. Is it dark in here?
It's dark in there, but you can see that there are like there's like people in there with torches.
Okay, yeah, no, torches won't help me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they're holding torches.
She's gonna look over to them.
At least one is holding a torch.
We will be with you shortly. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so 25 can get me to right here.
Sure.
And given he's right in front of me, I'm going to use my dagger.
Okay.
Take 2 shots at this guy. First one, 14.
A 14 hits.
Okay. So that is 6 points of piercing, and I need. Can it be affected by poison?
Yes, it can.
Okay, then I need a con save.
Con save coming up. 7.
Okay, so it takes the 9 poison damage as well.
So it does 6 and 9. 15 total damage to that vine creature. It looks very badly damaged from the impact from your dagger.
Okay, well, here comes number 2. Oh. What does this say? Oh, I'm sorry, never mind. Add that poison damage back. It's a once a day thing. I already used it last fight.
Oh, so it gets 9.
But it's a new day.
It's whole new day.
Yeah.
Whole new day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We slept 2 days.
Yeah, it's been 2 days.
Poison
It's been 2
damage
days,
from our
yeah.
magic items is only once a day.
Only this.
No,
this
I'm
item.
using it's the dagger of venom. It adds it for 1 minute. And I used it when we fought the oozes. So I went, it's been longer than a minute. But that's right, we fought twice.
Yep.
Okay, so second attack is a 21.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, I have advantage on both of those.
You do, because you're technically invisible.
Because I'm invisible to it.
Technically you are, yeah. Well, let's double check just to make sure. Yep, you are.
Okay,
Wait,
so I'm just going to roll...
Wait, hold on a second. That's dark vision, right?
They have
Yeah.
Do they have tremor sense?
Oh. I don't think you would have advantage on this. This creature has blind sight.
Oh! Oh.
Well.
Oh.
No, I would not then.
Oh no! Oh no! Get out of there, bud! Get out of there!
So is this one
With
That's
that,
another 16 damage.
16 damage. Oh yeah, you destroy this vine creature. It just is in pieces on the floor.
And noticing that it turned to look at me.
These things don't, like, you can see, like, they have, like, resemblances of, like, a humanoid-esque form, but they don't really have eyes. So they don't,
I don't like it.
It seems like they don't even really need them.
I don't like it.
Okay, no. So I got that's as far back as I can get. So I'm going to use my feline movement to double my moving speed and duck into the cave.
Yeah, you kind of startle these individuals that seem to be in, like, the process of mining back here in the corner.
Oh,
when you enter.
I said hello, you must not have heard. Hello.
You say hello, like
Be
they
quiet.
start waving back to you? Is it? Yeah, shh, shh, shh. Stay quiet. Janzel, that brings us up to you.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to here. I will, as I'm running up, pull out the Javelin of Lightning.
Oh,
And
Oh.
I am going to throw it at Blight 4 back here.
Yep.
Now it forms a 5-foot
Line.
beam
Lightning
thing.
bolt?
Yeah, yes, thank you. So can I get 4, 1, and this big thing in that line, I'm
Yep.
assuming?
You can get 4,
Okay, so
1, and the mound. Yep.
all of them need to make dexterity saving throws. And
Start
it's
with
the
one.
DC of 13.
Number 1 rolls an 18.
Okay, so it saves. Oh, that's really bad rolls. Jeez.
Mound rolls a 7.
Okay, so it fails.
And then the one in the back that you're going to hit rolls a 5.
Okay, so the failed
hey,
ones
you know what?
take
Hold on
10?
1 second. I have 17 DM rerolls.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna re-roll that last one. Because why
Finally.
not? Because chat has been
Use one.
so kind to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this again. Dexterity saving throw. A 10.
Okay, it still fails.
Oh, yeah. See? That's what I get. That's exactly
13
what I
is a
get.
save. Yep.
That's
So
what I
the ones that failed take 10 points of lightning damage, and then the one that succeeded takes half, so 5.
5 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
So the one in the front kind of dodges a little bit of that. The one in the back is going to take all of that. Strangely enough, as you throw this, the lightning seems to pass through the large mound with no effect whatsoever. You've just discovered that
Interesting.
it is immune to lightning damage.
Okay,
Janzel.
good to know. So I will continue my movement up to here to get in melee, and also the javelin reappears into my hands after I threw it.
Okay.
And I will just use my... Or no, wait, I can't. No, yeah, I can't. I'm going to attack this thing with the javelin for my second attack.
Okay.
14.
14 does hit.
Cool. 9 points of piercing damage from the javelin.
9 piercing to this creature. It looks very badly hurt as you pierce it with the javelin.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I will summon my clone on the other side of it. So I'll snap, and a clone of me appears behind it.
The twin is back.
Yep, twin is back, and that will end my turn.
Excellent turn. Vine Blight number 3 sees all this happening. Moves up a little bit, right beside Janzel's clone here. Looks out and is going to cast amongst the crowd in the front. Has an ability called Entangling Plants.
Is it a spell or ability?
It is going to be a spell.
I would like to counter spell.
Oh. So it needs to make a Constitution save. It's a 16. What would be the DC on the counter spell with the new rules for it to continue?
Yeah, I forgot they changed counterspell.
Yeah, they did change it. I think it would be how do
would
I
it be my
determine-
spell save?
It would probably be your spell save DC.
Okay.
Since it's trying to continue concentrating on, and you're trying
So
to
it would
stop
pass then, because my spell save is 15.
15, so it does succeed on casting its spell.
Damn.
So
Okay,
unfortunately, the
sorry.
counter spell doesn't take effect, and basically all these roots and vines start growing out of the ground all around you guys down here at the front of the cave. So
Uncanny
Chloe,
dodge?
Oriana, I don't think Uncanny Dodge works for this because it's for damage, and this is not a damaging effect.
Oh man.
So
you're
basically
right.
what this does is it makes, let me just go ahead and put it in the chat here. Basically you cast Entangle. Why didn't it put my, I thought I edited it to show all of what Entangle does. Why didn't it do that for me?
You shall not
Is it a deck save?
Let me try this one. Yep. Let me pull it up. I'm sorry. I edited this right before stream and it's not
No, you're
working
good.
correctly. So that's what
It
I
happened. We've had technical difficulties all night, so
That's
it'd be
right.
like that.
All night.
get. Oh, night. Let me
Oh,
look up Entangle really quick. And I will tell you. I think it's a strength save, actually. It is a strength
Oh.
saving throw.
Oh no.
So I need all 4 of those friends down there. Emmy, Charlotte,
Yikes.
Chloe, Oriana, strength saving throws. I'll make Oriana's.
Bye, fam.
Not Charlet. Oh, Charlet with your +0. God bless. I've been rolling terribly all night. Ooh, a 16. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. Chloe, you're the only one that failed. Would you like to spend any resources on it?
We've got plenty.
We do.
And I
We
will
are
tell you
about
that
to
Oriana,
break.
since you can't see her roll, she rolled a 12 and succeeded.
Okay. So I could do.
You just need like a D2 or a D4.
I could risk it and take a probo. Again, we'll be messing up the 7 numbers.
We can fuck with the 7 numbers.
Okay. Or I could do a D6. Do I risk?
Gamble either
Do a
way.
D6.
Okay, I'll try a D6.
D6? All right.
I'll try.
I need a 4
Usually my
or higher. Oh!
Nice little
Well,
story.
you tried.
Chloe is.
Okay,
Chloe's
you are.
tangled up.
Chloe is wrapped up and restrained by these vines with the entangle spell. So Chloe, you are, and actually this like 20-foot square around you guys is considered difficult terrain. So when you move, it will cost you 10 to move 1 square until you can get into the cave.
Sad.
So yeah, and on your turn, you can make a strength athletics check as your action to try to break out of the vines if you are trapped.
Can I still cast spells?
Is it restrained? Let's see. You might. Your speed is 0. Attack rolls. I guess yeah, you can. It doesn't say that you have the inability to not cast spells. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So Chloe is
Okay.
restrained. Let me put a net.
I think
so
it-
I remember.
I think it would only affect if you're making attack rolls because you have disadvantage on attack rolls. So if you're doing like
Right,
a fire
but if
bolt
I'm-
or something like that, but
Yeah.
Right.
Is that attack?
Or if I'm doing
is
like an
it cooldown?
AoE?
Attacks affected. Attack
No, if it's a
rolls
save,
against you
then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, save.
that
yeah,
would it would only
AoE
be your
save.
attack rolls.
Yeah, just attack rolls. Have
So if you did
disadvantage.
Chaos Bolt, it'd be a disadvantage because that's an
Right,
attack
but
roll.
if I do like a fireball or like a
Yeah,
something
that'd
with
be
like
fine.
a
Because that's them
Okay.
making it, not you.
Yep, indeed. That's all.
And
Vine Blight. Okay. Yep. I was just gonna say that's the end of Vine Blight's turn. So.
okay.
And we got a D6 redeemed in chat to replace it.
Oh, look at
Nice.
that! Saint Andrew coming in
Nice.
to give you guys a D6 to immediately replace it because it's got to be a 7.
Thank
Mhm.
you, chat.
Chat has made it a. Chat has made it where they want everything to be a 7 up there.
We could do all 8s. 8 as an angel number represents like new opportunities, money. Right. Okay, portals opening. That's like really good. You guys should make it all 8s.
Yeah, there's the Game Master reroll coming in to make it a 17 again. So thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, the party's not gonna like that too much, chat.
This is what happens when we ask for more. They give more.
So now it is the mound's turn. The mound has Janzel right in front of it. It can multi-attack. Oh, interesting. Let me explain something a little bit differently. Janzel, you would have noticed too that when you threw this lightning at this mound, not only did it not take any damage, but it seemed to give it some more exuberance.
Oh boy.
With lightning or just magic?
Lightning seemed to be rather helpful to this creature.
Noted.
Okay.
Interesting. It is going to multi-attack. It's going to make 2 slam attacks against Janzel here in front of it. First slam attack is a 19 to hit. Thank you for the bits. That's going to hit. You take 12 bludgeoning to your...
Does it hit? What happened to your new AC? I thought your new AC was 21.
That was his clone.
No, that's my clone. My clone's AC is not as good as mine now.
I was about to be like, no, you have higher AC.
I got to see if this thing has reach. It does not. Well, it can't do that because it already used multi-attack. And it doesn't really have a way to move. It's just going to shift a little bit, and it doesn't have anybody in its range, and it's kind of trapped here a little bit.
I mean, Michael, it could get angry at one of the vine blights and attack one of them.
It can move through its companions. I forgot about that rule. Let's say we'll do 5. 10, 15. It can get up to here, and it's going to go ahead. It's kind of like, you can see these shifting vines moving as it's kind of almost like continuously like rolling across the ground with these vines, and it's going to try to attack with its second slam against the real Janzel this time. So 14 is probably not going to hit you this time, as you block it away with your newly armored self.
Yep.
Bringing us to an end of that turn. Bring us to Vine Blight 4. That's gonna 10. Gets in here to tree, locked on the tree and found tree inside here. Watch tree with its blind sight roll into here, and it's gonna make a constricting vine attack against tree on its turn. A natural 1. It fails miserably. As tree dives out of the way as it leaps towards him, bringing us to Chloe's turn.
Okay. I can see the one that's going after tree. I can see its butt.
Yep, just barely.
Okay.
See a little vine tail wagging
I'm
there.
gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna need a charisma saving throw from that creature.
Charisma save. Okay. It's an 11.
Okay, so me and that creature switch places.
Oh, really? What are you using? What is this called? Switcheroo?
Switcheroo. I will put in the info. Yeah. I can do it on willing creatures too, but I feel like this is the smarter plan.
That is amazing. So, this is unique because you are now unrestrained, and now in those vines is a restrained vine creature in its place, appearing right between Charlotte, Emmy, and Oriana.
I will bonus action inspire Emmy, because I can still see her.
All right, Emmy, you get an inspiration dice.
And I'm gonna Don't mind me. I'm just backing up here. That's my turn.
These miners back here seem a little bit startled by your presence as you just rush in all of a sudden. God. Shh, shh, shh. Everybody's shushing back there because Tree told them all to shush. Very cool. Vine Blight
Well done.
1 is going to try to Constricting Vine attack Janzel. Janzel just resists it, pushes the Vine Blight away. It has no way of being able to. I don't even think if I re-roll it'd be worth it, so I'm not going to do it. Charlotte, it's your turn.
You might crit.
Even if I
Good.
well, yeah, I guess. I one chance, but I'm not going to blow it on that.
Wow.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay.
You're surrounded a little bit by vines, so you're gonna have to like. It's difficult terrain here right now. You're gonna have to kind of squeeze through this mass of vines.
But I'm not currently like ensnared.
Nope. You can still move.
Baller.
It's just every step you take right now until you kind of get in there is 10 feet instead of 5.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I am going to make an attack on this creature that just has randomly appeared in front of me, which is not Chloe.
Sure.
I will be like, you know what? Chloe gave me a gift. I'm gonna, who would I to look a gift horse in the mouth? I will, a gift Chloe in the mouth, shall I say? I will attack with the first hit on, on my
It is restrained, so you have advantage.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God, because I rolled a 10. That sucked. Okay.
So you can roll again and take the higher number.
Oh, honey.
Oh,
honey.
Oh no.
Yikes. What's its AC?
Would you like to re-roll?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, play a re-roll. You re-roll with advantage, please.
There you go.
Roll again, you might crit.
You definitely turned it into a hit. You can roll damage now with your Dragon Scale Short Sword.
Let's roll damage. Okay, that
There you
is
go.
poison, sneak attack, and piercing maths. And then I will hit it again with my.
Let me before you swing again, you carve this thing into pieces and it falls apart.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Dope. Okay, then I will. Following that, let's see. You said that we can see up to 15 feet within the cave, and then it becomes like dark vision.
Yep, you can see that massive pile of vines is trying to wrap up Janzel right there in front of the cave.
Well, I don't like that. So let's see. It's 10 feet of movement to get here, and then another 10 feet to get here.
Yep, perfect.
That's only half my movement. Love that for me.
Absolutely.
Can I use my second attack on this thing? It'll be like a simple like dagger attack, but
I think as long as you make the attack action with this hand, you can use your bonus action to make this attack. Yes.
All right, I shall use my bonus action.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so that is not with the. Okay, that is 4 only. No +3, no +5.
4 damage. You got it.
Yeah.
So
damage total.
You carve some of the leaves away from it. It still looks very hardy.
I gave it a little trimming.
Yeah, got a little trim. One little vine was sticking awkwardly out to the side, and you just kind of hacked it off.
It's like a nice little topiary now. It's got like the circles.
That's right.
And then I do believe with my fancy footwork, I can make a move away from it. Yeah, I can. Okay, I will use my fancy footwork ability to move another 10 feet back. So it's not within attack range. It does not get a opportunity attack against me. And that shall conclude my turn.
Perfect. You got it. Emmy, what would you like to do on your turn?
She is going to pull out her longbow, not moving, but gonna pull out the longbow and try to shoot that, oh my gosh, what is it called? That crazy vine creature trying to hurt Janzel.
Absolutely. Go for it. It hits.
Okay.
7 damage. Yes. Arrow flies and sticks into
And-
its target. True.
And yeah, I'm gonna do that again.
Okay. Another arrow coming at
This
it.
is my best attack. Yeah, that's my best attack. Okay, so
Would you like to spend some resources? A 13 isn't high enough.
You have my inspiration.
no.
Yeah, you have a
Oh,
D8. You
yeah.
can roll a D8 and add to it.
And
Oh,
chat redeemed a
let's-
player reroll.
Oh yeah, chat cashed in another player reroll.
Gonna do
Thank you
the
much, Dan Dagger.
inspiration.
Yep. Oh, that
There
definitely
you
turns
go.
that into a hit. Yes.
Oh my god!
Go ahead and roll up your damage for your arrow as it strikes the target as well. 10 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, you're firing arrows into it.
Yeah.
They're hitting, but it looks like this creature, it's gonna take a lot more to bring it down. Anything else you do on your turn, Emmy?
No, I think she's just gonna stay right there for now.
Stay right there. And as she kind of gets ready for her next round, I think that is where we are going to end this episode.